So I've made this draw search tool in Excel, which all subscribers can download for free if they want to. It will, I'll show you what it can do during this video. What we first of all need to do is get some data. Okay, so this is the data tab down here. And what we've got on the race cards is these are the race cards, prediction cards, okay? And this is from yesterday, where we have, there's no flat races today, so I just wanted to show you, this is yesterday's race, or one of yesterday's races, where we've got there's much more details on the notes tab down here if you want to take a look at what's what. But we have the pace chart. The lower the number and the longer the line is, more likely the horse is going to lead. And these are the stats for each stall from stall one down. So this is effectively the inside rail, if you like, or most flat courses, or some, or wherever. So this is the data for stall one, stall two, over this course and distance. Okay, we've got all of today's draw data. I was just going through these this morning. This is all of the draw data for yesterday. These are automatically highlighted by the CSS, which is our calculation for each stall. Okay, using all of the data that we've got for each stall. So draw 5 over 200 yards at Lingfield was the most positive stall on the day, and that horse won at 6-1. And what I have said is anything over 0.3 is possibly worth a second look. Obviously, you've got to look at the horse itself. But as you can see, from 0.3 above, there was 5 winners, 3 places. Okay, decent odds. The ones I've highlighted here were huge odds, so they probably didn't have a chance anyway. Okay, but just something you might want to look at. That's just when you look at the cards, you've got today's draw data. I've added this myself this morning, but these are sorted by the highest first on the day. Okay, so these are all the races for the day, and these go right down to the lowest. Okay, so that's that one. Then you've got what we did have was 3 years rolling data, or what I had while I was setting this up. But if we go to today's race, we've got 4 years. I've added another year, so we've got 4 years of data that you can look back on for when you're using the draw search tool. Okay, so your draw search tool will be empty. Download, click the link on the downloads link on the menu once you've logged in, and go to the there's no flat racing today, so there's no draw data. Go to the 4 years rolling draw data. Okay, now there's a lot of data to take. What I'm updating this sheet every day from 2 days ago. Okay, so today's the 22nd. This will be up to the 20th. Okay, so tomorrow this will be updated to the 21st. All data is then recalculated. Okay, so you've got full 4 years flat racing results here for UK and Ireland. So I found the easiest way. There's a lot of data, like I say, to be copied from this Google sheet. But if you go across the top and highlight all columns, then click Edit and Copy. Okay, now just leave that to copy. Basically, it takes a few seconds. Might get a warning coming up about the page, but just leave that for now. A few seconds. Okay, there's a page isn't responding. I'm going to ignore that. You don't have to copy this over each day. It is updated to the latest results, but obviously whatever races were on Friday, which is 2 days ago, is the only data which will be updated. So if you want to use the draw search tool we're in February, for, let's say, Ayr, Sandown, Thirsk, something on the turf, that's not going to be updated until the next races at those courses. Okay, anyway, so that's now copied. Okay, go over to your draw search tool, make cell A1, right click, paste special, and click text, then OK. And there's the data, okay? So now you have the 4 years worth of data on the data tab. Okay, 4 years worth of flat data. So the first one I'm going to show you, it opens on filters, but the first one I'm going to show you is course and distance data, okay, course and distance select sheet. So this is where we have a drop down here. You can select any of the flat courses and we'll go for Newbury, okay. Now once you've selected Newbury, you might say, well, I'd like to look at 6 furlongs over Newbury. Well, every course has got a different set of yards for each number of furlongs. I mean, Bath, I think it's Southall's even less than 5 furlongs, isn't it? It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's less than 5 furlongs. Bath's about 5 furlongs and 5 yards for some reason, but anyway. So we've got Newbury. So once you've selected your course, get selected course and distances, okay? And these are all the yards run over Newbury over the last 4 years, okay? And the number of times they've been raced. So if you wanted to look at 6 furlongs at Newbury, okay, so we've got Newbury. This now has a drop down for infilling these yards into this drop down box. So 6 furlongs, 1320. Click 1320. Click run for course backing or laying. And that'll open the course distance output page, okay? So this will be, let me go to the left further. This is now Newbury, 1320 yards backing, okay? So all, okay, the first sheet is for all. So these are, you can see there's been one race over with 20 runners, okay, in the last 4 years. So you've got all the stalls, its win percentage, the impact value, where anything over 1 is a positive. Each stall, when it came second, so stall 1 over this has had a 20% strike rate for coming first and second. First and second impact value, highlighted in green if 1 or higher. So you can immediately see that the better values are on the lower stalls, but that will be a little bit more because there's been more runs in those stalls. And the profit and loss with the return on investment, okay, highlighted in green if they're positive. And then so that's for all, well, no matter what the going was. Then you've got the same course and distance when the going was good, good to firm, good to soft, and heavy, okay, and soft at the end. So some courses, I think Beverley and Catterick over certainly lots of courses, lots of distances at Beverley, they come to the nearer side of or nearer the camera when it's a bit juicy, a bit wet, a bit soft. Catterick, I'm pretty sure for 5 furlongs they come to the near or the far side or the near side. They change depending on the going. So there can be differences in going. If we looked at good to firm, you can see the highlighted parts are slightly different to how they're highlighted in good, just for example. Okay, so there's things you might want to look at there. So course and distance, select any course you want to from the drop-down box. Get the distances for that course. Select what you want to look at. Let's look at 10 furlongs. 10 furlongs, 2201. Run for course backing. Of course, if you see an area where you might want to lay the bets as well, let's just have a look at these. These are again good firm, good soft, heavy and soft, okay. But you might just want to concentrate on the all goings, okay. And the final thing on here is, yes, you can run these for laying, like I say. So it'll highlight these are now positives, but these are positive for laying. So the stall 6 and higher to a range about 11 would have given a profit, nice profit. But I'm not saying you've got to lay all these. That's up to you. But That's how you can use this for any course, any distance. The other thing you can do is get all the courses and distance if you wanted to have a look and know for yourself. So that has all the flat courses and their distances, okay? All the way down to York. So now perhaps once you've found some details here and you've looked at the impact values and the first and seconds, you might want to start using the filters. So you can select any of the data on the left here, and then in the OP that stands for operator. So you can choose any of these for each of these particular fields that are on the data sheet. So if we said we wanted place 1-2 percentage greater or equal than, let's say, 27%. CSS greater or equal 0.3. And if you want number of runners, between will show between. You need a hyphen if you're using between. So number of runners between 7-12. Okay, so then you can run these to get the results for either backing or laying. Okay, so click run and that will open the summary page. And that's the details. So you've got, well, there's a loss on that one, but let me try and narrow that down a little bit. If we said draw less or equal 3. Okay, so now we're looking at all stall 3s with the same criteria. Okay, that's knocked it down a little bit. And from here, once you've every time you run it, the results for that particular query come up in the results file, and you can then you can sort that just the same as you can any other Excel sheet. So if you wanted to then sort by draw, perhaps draw number smallest to largest as it is, so that will bring all the draw number ones to the top. The right hand side has got the profit and loss to a £1 stake minus 2% commission. That's calculated whether you're using backing or laying. So you can run down the column here and you could go to where the one is. Just while we are here, stall number 1. Oh, there we go. Stall number 1, that's it there. So that has showed a minus £423 loss. You can do the same for stall 2, do the same for stall 3. You could look at win percentage, bring the win percentages to the top. So once you've run your filters, you can filter them again using the result sheet. Okay, you can do the same with the profit and loss here. You can do it with the BSP, and that might make you decide to change the BSP. Obviously, we've seen earlier on the we saw earlier on the prediction cards with the list of top to bottom sorted by CSS how the price. You got a horse that's an outsider. It doesn't really matter how decent the stall is. So you can then change the BSP price, sort by the BSP on your results, and maybe decide that 10 is a sort of a highest BSP you want to go to, however you want to use it anyway. So you can use all of these different data that's on the data sheet. If you want to clear either of these columns, you can just clear OP list, clear values. If there's any issues, I haven't been able to test it yet because I haven't had anything go wrong since I finalized it. But you can click this button here and it should just close the, it'll stop what's running. Okay. And so there you have it. So that's the draw data tool. Update the data as many times as you want to, which is updated each day for you on the prediction cards. Load it into the data file, and you can run these to your heart's content to find out the best, the most profitable stalls per course and anything else you want to look at regarding the data and the calculations.